Procrastination. It is something that we are all guilty of at one point or another. And in today's Money Monday, we're going to see why procrastinating is not such a good thing when it comes to your money. We have our resident money guy, Kyle Wingfield from Finley Alexander Wealth Management to explain why. How are you?
Doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing well. So I'm wondering, is this just a matter of prioritizing?
It can be, but how many times do people procrastinate on New Year's resolutions, which the number one besides fitness is money, right? So I sometimes think prioritizing, say, okay, I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to deal with this. How can we still kick the can down the road 90% of the time or the majority of the time? I think prioritizing is a good start, but it seems to not get us over the hump.
And what is the argument for procrastination being good? Because I hear about that sometimes, like, you want to buy a purse, but if you wait, it might be on sale, those sorts of things.
Well, yeah, okay. So it's not procrastination for the most part can be damaging if you let it keep going. But sometimes our brain, our body, our mind, it says, hold it, wait, pause. And I think that's the first sign that maybe we're about to get in over our head, or maybe whatever we're about to do is beyond our pay grade or beyond our skill set. And so our brain, our mind, everything's stopping, saying, hey, you don't know what you're doing. And then, so that is a good thing. So pick up the blessing and be grateful that when procrastination first hits, it's a good thing. Pay attention. If you're not paying attention, it's going to take you down. It's an anchor. Right?
Got it. Okay. So what can we do to stop procrastinating with money? Because if there's one thing we do not want to waste, it is time and money.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, it's one of those things where you can't get your time back, but, anybody started saving money 20 years ago, they're so glad they did, right? So you don't want to put that off any longer. I think the first step for anything, especially with money, is acknowledge that you've been kicking the can down the road. How many more times are you going to say, we're going to get around to that? We're going to get a chance. I used to hand out little round discs that said to it on it. Now you got a round to it, right? So number one, say it out loud, acknowledge it. Number two, clarify your vision. I mean, look, you can say, I really want to save this much money, be ready for retirement, whatever it is. My biggest thing is this: you won't start moving and finding all the discipline in the world until you look at your current situation and the narratives can get cut off and say, I don't want that anymore. I don't want to be broke in retirement. I don't want to struggle in retirement. I'm sick and tired of paying creditors. I'm sick of living like this. That's when you find all the discipline in the world to move in that direction of getting what you want. And that's what I call clarifying the vision. And then finally, Elsa, here it is. When you get out of your depth and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, that's a good thing. And the brain starts asking, well, how do I do this? And people stay up late. They're reading do-it-yourself books. They're going to weekend seminars. Stop. Let me keep it easy. Ask a better question. Who is an expert at this? Who's done this before that can give me a much better how? And get out the way and have them give you guidance.
Instead of trying to do it all yourself when you don't know what you're doing. Get an expert.
Boom, get an expert.
Yeah.
Right?
And honestly, getting that expert gives you also peace of mind, because if you are trying to learn it yourself and then apply it yourself and then hoping that you're going to see the results that you want to see, that is a tall order, because you just went from learning to expecting the results. Why not go to the expert that has already learned it? This is going to help you get to that goal.
Yeah, you're an amateur at best, right?
Right, exactly.
You're an amateur at best.
All right. Well, we appreciate you breaking it down for all us amateurs. So we want to get on the good foot and get with some experts. How do we do that with Finley Alexander?
Go to finleyalexander.com. We are a who for so many folks who want the best how to go from where they are to where they want to be financially. So absolutely. Check us out.
All right. Kyle Wingfield, always a pleasure to have you on the show. We really appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.